Hey everyone, it's Alex and welcome to Pokemon Pocket. I know you're just starting your Pokemon Pocket journey. I've had the privilege of playing through the soft launch, and what I'll tell you is that there is clearly one specific pack that you should be opening up front if you're interested in building the most competitive decks possible, well, up front. Now here's the thing about this game, okay? If you're going to be dropping the the most powerful, overpowered card in Pokemon Pocket, the credit card, then hey, none of this really matters all that much. But if you're someone who's going to be perhaps free to play, just maybe getting the premium pass and just kind of, just trying to min-max what they get, especially on the onslaught of the start, man, you get so many packs at the start. This video is going to be incredibly helpful because while it might be obvious that you say, hey Alex, well, if I open this Pikachu pack, I bet you'll get some electric Pokemon. This Mewtwo pack, there just might be some psychic in there. And whoa, would you believe it? I opened a Charizard pack and I got some fire Pokemon. Yes, that is true. But in this video, we're going to be discussing the chase cards. We're going to be discussing the full art cards. We're going to be discussing the cards that are meta defining that you can get from each of these packs. But most importantly, which of these packs is the one to open if you're looking to be competitive, okay? Let's get started. Now, first of all, they all come with a little bit of filler cards. There's going to be a little filler cards scattered around, but what's not filler is Mewtwo. Mewtwo is legit the king of the competitive meta in Pokemon Pocket right now, and believe it or not, it comes from the Mewtwo pack. Pulling Mewtwo EX is key if you want to be extremely competitive at the absolute top echelons of the meta. And of course, Gardevoir is legit as well. This card is incredible for its ability to basically move energy around from the bench. Okay, and it's remarkable what it can do with regards to kind of ramping up the power potential of cards like Mewtwo, who is incredibly powerful as well. These cards are meta definers, each of which core components, staples in the meta as it is seen in the launch window. If you're looking to get these meta defining bangers, you gotta open the Mewtwo packs. That's the only way you get them. And honestly, if you pull them, you'll be happy because these cards absolutely slap. They are key to the competitive Pokemon scene right now if you're interested in being near the top. Now, if you're looking at like, okay, Alex, what else is there? What else is there? Okay, I know there's Mewtwo. Okay, that's cool. But these packs also contain Venusaur, which is fantastic, especially if you took my advice in the prior video and you picked up the Executor EX from the Charizard pack as the starter deck you chose, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you got to watch that video, and I'll link it at the end of this one because it's so important that you do that in that order because it really helps here. It helps you kind of min-max your start in the game. And with the Mewtwo packs, you get Venusaur, which is absolutely incredible. Marowak EX is great too because it also provides you with a chance to build one of the best budget decks in Pokemon Pocket right off the top. Now, Marowak, it can high roll, it can low roll. Listen, I've cried, I've cheered, I've done it all with Marowak EX. But at the end of the day, it is a great card. Very RNG dependent, but it is offered in the Mewtwo packs. Then you go to the others that are in there. Now, Articuno, fantastic card as well. Not quite at the top echelons of the meta right now, but it's kind of hovering around it a little bit. It's relevant, it's just not like, it's not the banger that Mewtwo is, but still good. Gengar, a very interesting disruption card. I think that the Gengar is actually kind of perhaps underappreciated in the meta right now, but that might change as more sets come out and more cards get released and more synergies are discovered. So I like the idea of kind of getting that Gengar. Articuno, a little more meta relevant at the current moment. Not nearly as much as Mewtwo, but still, these are great cards. Excellent chase cards to be going after. And with regards to the trainers themselves, would you be surprised to know that we actually have some absolute banger trainers in the Mewtwo packs? Giovanni, great card, probably one of the most slept on trainers in early gameplay. And then people started to realize, like, wait a minute, this effect is huge because that extra 10 power or the extra 10 damage might be the difference between knocking out a Pokemon and not knocking out a Pokemon. So Giovanni, extremely powerful. And Koga and Weezing, an incredible strategy, especially for the early deck building. Weezing is a fantastic like staller card that has a tremendous amount of versatility in the early meta and actually just in the meta as a whole in Pokemon Pocket at the launch window. So these two cards are great. All three, I mean, the two trainer cards are fantastic. And of course, Weezing is another card available in the Mewtwo packs. Overall, the Mewtwo packs, a very strong offering of cards. Yeah, you literally can't go wrong. Remarkable. Just might be my favorite, but I can't spoil my last slide, can I? It's my favorite. I think you should be opening the Mewtwo packs. But let's talk about the immersive art because it doesn't stop there. The Mewtwo immersive art's fantastic. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's not my favorite, I'll be honest with you, but it is really nice. And if you're looking for that Mewtwo immersive art, because listen, I know a lot of us are collectors as well. It's what Pokemon prides itself in, and this is a game that really prides itself in the collection aspect. We do get a lot of really beautiful cards. Obviously, you got like the Gengar and the Koga here, but the Mewtwo immersive is beautiful. Definitely worth picking up. Yeah, you want it, you can get it here in the Mewtwo pack. Moving on to the Charizard packs. Should be no surprise that you can pull Charizard EX, which honestly is incredible. It has one of the it is the most powerful ability in the game in Crimson Storm, because what it is essentially you hit a Pokemon, it dies, right? You basically one-shot any Pokemon in the game right now, and that is an incredibly powerful ability. Yes, you're discarding 2 energy, and it comes at a cost, but Charizard is fantastic. And Moltres, you're thinking to yourself, Alex, well, you know, I'm throwing away all this energy on my Charizard. How do I get it? Well, check out Inferno Dance on Moltres. And the key thing about this here is that it is one of the primary ways to ramp energy into the fire Pokemon, right? So Moltres EX, a fantastic card, and I think it's going to be forever relevant in the meta. Definitely worth picking up if you're looking to kind of open up some Charizard packs here. And Charizard itself, obviously an absolute banger. However, in the meta right now, Mewtwo still has the edge in terms of its competitive power right now. Like, in terms of competitive play, Charizard is good, make no mistake, but Mewtwo still has that slight edge. Starmie, a true banger. There's been like, Starmie has had like a kind of interesting launch window, because what you have is you've had Starmie decks completely outperform expectations. Then they're like, okay, they cooled off, but then they're outperforming again. They've been really good. There's a lot of really strong Starmie decks out there, and so it represents an excellent card to pull from the Charizard pack. It might surprise you that some of the best water type Pokemon are coming from the Charizard packs, but that happens to be the case. Greninja, also an excellent Pokemon as well, very versatile in its abilities, not quite as meta relevant as Starmie is. Starmie is one of the top cards of the meta, however, still a good card to pull nonetheless. And then the Charizard packs. What's another chase card to pull? I can't stop talking about it enough. Executor EX it's so good. It is such a great Pokemon. And I got to tell you, it's a powerhouse. It's an absolute powerhouse. It comes from the Charizard packs. And so if you're looking to round out that starter deck that actually gives you Executor EX as the EX Pokemon, you got to go with Executor EX. You pull the Charizard packs, round out that deck, and you got yourself something pretty special right off the rip there. Oh, you got to get those Venusaurs, but the Venusaur, unfortunately, not in this deck here. It's unfortunate in some degree that you kind of got to, like, you know, pull some cards here, pull some pack cards from other packs there. You just got to keep track of it. And that's why we do this video, so you kind of know what you're targeting where in order to kind of make the most of your resources. With regards to trainers, Sabrina is ridiculous. Sabrina is fantastic, an incredible amount of disruption here. Clear game winner at times here, Sabrina. One of the best trainers in the game, and it comes from the Charizard packs. Erica is also a good trainer, but obviously very niche into the grass style decks. Very good there, though. An absolute staple in the Venusaur healing style archetype that also features Executor, which we talked about most recently. But Sabrina is an absolute banger supporter card. Fantastic, unbelievable, and it comes from the Charizard packs. Definitely a chase card if you're looking for trainers that have a high impact. And then we go to the immersive art. And I absolutely love this immersive art. It is a plethora of colors in the Charizard EX immersive art. It is beautiful. My kids love it. I love it. And, also, you got this beautiful Sabrina as well. And you got the Starmie. But this is where you're getting that Charizard immersive art. And it's fortunate in the sense that, like, if you pull the Charizard immersive art and you're like, well, I don't need that immersive art. So the Charizard is obviously from the Charizard pack, and Mewtwo is from the Mewtwo pack. And would you believe it that the Pikachu immersive art comes from the Pikachu pack? Still, it's worth mentioning, though, because some people may not realize that. But that is where you get the immersive Charizard from the Charizard pack itself. Now we go to the Pikachu packs. Pikachu packs are interesting because Pikachu itself is awesome. Pikachu EX is a cracked card. It might be one of the single most powerful cards in Pokemon Pocket. Zapdos is an excellent card as well, but there is just something beautiful about this little Pikachu. Look at this retreat cost at 120 HP, which is a little on the lower end, but for 2 energy, you're doing 30 additional damage for each bench Pokemon. That is awesome. Obviously, you go all in on the electric archetype here, but you're hitting hard, and you're hitting hard fast as well. Very versatile Pokemon, very hard-hitting Pokemon as well. Yes, low HP. It's a glass cannon. Pikachu is an excellent card and worth having in your collection. So you definitely want to go after him with these Pikachu packs. Now, what else is in the Pikachu packs? Now, this is where things kind of drop off a bit. Pikachu is like super good. Blastoise not as good, honestly. It's a damn shame because I love Blastoise. I know, you know, some of my best friends, their favorite card's Blastoise, but in terms of the current meta, Blastoise just isn't quite there yet. We're hoping it gets there eventually. Misty, however, is a remarkably good card, staple in a lot of the water decks, especially like those Starmie ones we were referencing prior. Excellent, excellent card. Game winning on its effect if you high roll it too, right? So really like Misty a lot. It's just Blastoise leaves a little bit to be desired, despite, of course, you see the potential synergy there, right? But yeah, Blastoise decks aren't quite there yet. Maybe they'll change. Maybe we'll figure maybe you guys listening right now will cook the Blastoise deck that shatters the meta. But right now, you're really targeting Misty. I just wanted to mention that Blastoise was here as well. And then we have, of course, from the Pikachu packs, we have the Arcanine EX. I love Arcanine. I'm an Arcanine stan, but it isn't quite as good as some of the other cards right now. I still love it, though. You can't stop me. Hypno, a great card, too. Obviously, a great ability that can be potentially very disruptive. If you're looking to pull from the Pikachu packs, right, targeting the Arcanine is pretty interesting. But again, it doesn't hit the impact of some of those Mewtwo packs that we were talking about before. Like, in terms of meta relevance, Arcanine is good, but it's not nearly as good as what was in those other packs, right? So, still interesting to pull it if you're pulling those Pikachu packs. It's still a win if you get that Arcanine EX, just not quite up to the potential of the Mewtwo packs. When it comes to the immersive art, you do get this Pikachu. This one is famous for being advertised in the opening trailer, the announcement trailer for Pokemon Pocket. They showed this one off, and everyone, including myself, was just jaw-dropped in beauty. Like, it's such a great experience kind of diving into the immersive art. It's such a nice touch for the game, and I know you want it because I certainly did as well. And I was lucky to pull it free to play, you know, opening my packs that were offered to me on that starting window there. So I got lucky. I got really lucky. I got that Pikachu EX, and I'm happy for it. So ultimately, in conclusion, what pack should you open first? In my opinion, you got to go with the Mewtwo pack. It's simply too good. It's the clearest path towards a competitive advantage if you're looking at deck building. You got the Mewtwo EX, which is at the top of the meta. You got the Marowak, which is really good from a budget standpoint. Might get you started quite in a straightforward manner there. But Mewtwo EX is legit one of the most competitive decks in Pokemon Pocket right now. There's no question that if you're able to build that deck, you'll be able to climb, especially during this launch window where people are still kind of figuring themselves out, still trying to feel out the decks and what they're interested in. If you're able to build a competitive Mewtwo deck, you are going to have a great time because that card absolutely slaps. It's the king of the meta right now, and you can get a lot of value out of those Mewtwo packs. And that's what I would be opening if I were you on the onset of my Pokemon Pocket journey. Thanks for watching, guys. I got another video for you right here if you're interested in seeing some more Pokemon Pocket content. I appreciate every one of you, and we'll see you on that next one.